The world often overlooks the intricate link between disability and poverty. This essay will explore this often invisible connection. We will delve into the systemic issues that perpetuate this cycle. Our journey will take us through economic hardships, social barriers, and political roadblocks. Join me as we shed light on this pressing global challenge. People with disabilities face significant economic disadvantages. Lower employment rates and reduced earning potential are common hurdles. This financial strain can push individuals and families below the poverty line. Imagine struggling to afford basic needs like food and shelter simply because of societal barriers. The economic impact of disability is substantial, impacting individuals, families, and societies. Often, people with disabilities face significant barriers to accessing education and employment. This lack of opportunity limits their earning potential and increases their risk of poverty. Imagine a young woman with a physical disability. She dreams of becoming a teacher but faces inaccessible classrooms and a lack of accommodations. Her potential remains untapped, contributing to the cycle of poverty. Discrimination in the workplace is another harsh reality. Qualified individuals with disabilities are often overlooked for jobs or promotions. This bias perpetuates economic inequality and reinforces negative stereotypes. We must challenge these prejudices and create inclusive workplaces. The financial burden extends beyond the individual. Families with members with disabilities often face increased expenses. Medical costs, specialized care, and assistive devices can strain household budgets. Society needs to provide adequate support systems to alleviate these financial pressures. Social barriers and stigma present formidable obstacles for people with disabilities. These intangible walls exclude individuals from fully participating in society. Negative attitudes and misconceptions create a climate of prejudice. Imagine a young man with autism. He excels in mathematics but struggles with social interaction. He's bullied at school and feels isolated, hindering his academic and social development. We must foster empathy and understanding to break down these barriers. Discrimination manifests in various forms, from physical inaccessibility to attitudinal barriers. Buildings without ramps or accessible restrooms effectively exclude people with mobility impairments. Such physical barriers symbolize a deeper lack of inclusivity. Systemic ableism, the belief that people without disabilities are superior, permeates societal structures. This prejudice influences policies, practices, and individual attitudes, leading to the marginalization of people with disabilities. We must challenge these ingrained biases and promote a culture of respect. Governmental and institutional policies play a pivotal role in either mitigating or exacerbating the poverty-disability link. Effective policies can empower individuals with disabilities and promote their inclusion. Conversely, inadequate or discriminatory policies can perpetuate the cycle of disadvantage. Imagine a country with comprehensive social protection programs. These programs provide financial assistance, healthcare coverage, and employment support for people with disabilities, enabling them to live with dignity and participate in society. However, in many parts of the world, policies fall short of addressing the needs of people with disabilities. For instance, inadequate funding for education and training programs limits employment opportunities. We need robust policies that invest in the potential of all citizens. Furthermore, discriminatory laws and regulations can create significant barriers. For example, laws that deny people with disabilities the right to work or live independently perpetuate their exclusion. We must advocate for legal frameworks that uphold the rights and dignity of all. Real lives, real struggles, illustrating the link. Countless stories illustrate the stark reality of the poverty-disability link. Meet Sarah, a single mother living in a developing country. Her son David has cerebral palsy. Due to a lack of accessible transportation, Sarah struggles to get David to his therapy appointments, hindering his progress. In another part of the world, we encounter John, a talented artist with a visual impairment. Despite his artistic abilities, John faces significant challenges in finding employment. Potential employers often focus on his disability rather than his skills and potential. These stories, though fictionalized, reflect the lived experiences of millions around the globe. They underscore the urgent need for systemic change to address the root causes of this complex issue. Data from the World Bank reveals that people with disabilities are disproportionately represented among the world's poor. Breaking the cycle of poverty and disability requires a multifaceted approach. We need systemic changes that address the root causes of inequality and exclusion. This includes tackling discriminatory attitudes, promoting inclusive education and employment, and ensuring accessible environments. Education plays a crucial role in empowering individuals with disabilities. Inclusive education systems that cater to diverse learning needs are essential. When children with disabilities receive quality education, they are better equipped to participate in society and contribute to the economy. Employment is another key pillar of inclusion. Creating accessible workplaces and promoting inclusive hiring practices are essential steps. When people with disabilities can access meaningful employment, they gain financial independence and break free from the cycle of poverty. Addressing social stigma is equally important. Public awareness campaigns can challenge misconceptions and promote positive attitudes towards people with disabilities. By fostering empathy and understanding, we can create a more inclusive and just society. Moving forward, our collective efforts must focus on empowering individuals with disabilities and dismantling the systemic barriers that perpetuate their exclusion. This requires a paradigm shift from a charity-based approach to one rooted in rights and social justice. Investing in accessible and inclusive infrastructure is crucial. Buildings, transportation systems, and public spaces should be designed with universal accessibility in mind. When environments are accessible, people with disabilities can fully participate in all aspects of life. Technology can play a transformative role in enhancing accessibility and inclusion. Assistive technologies, from screen readers to mobility devices, can empower individuals with disabilities to live more independently and participate fully in society. Moreover, we must support and empower organizations of persons with disabilities. These organizations play a vital role in advocating for the rights of their communities and influencing policy changes. Their voices and perspectives are essential in shaping a more inclusive future. Imagine a future where disability is no longer a predictor of poverty. A future where individuals with disabilities have equal opportunities to thrive and contribute to society. This vision is achievable if we commit to creating a world that values diversity and inclusion. Governments, civil society organizations, and individuals must work together to dismantle the systemic barriers that perpetuate the poverty-disability link. This requires a long-term commitment to social justice, equality, and the inherent dignity of all people. By investing in inclusive education, promoting employment opportunities, ensuring accessible environments, challenging stigma, and empowering individuals with disabilities, we can create a world where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Let us strive towards a future where the poverty-disability trap is a relic of the past. A future where disability is embraced as a dimension of human diversity, and where all individuals have the opportunity to live with dignity, equality, and hope. The intricate link between disability and poverty is undeniable. Systemic barriers, social stigma, and inadequate policies create a vicious cycle that traps individuals and families in a web of disadvantage. Breaking this cycle requires a collective commitment to social justice and transformative action. By embracing the principles of inclusion, equality, and empowerment, we can create a world where disability is no longer a predictor of poverty. A world where individuals with disabilities are valued for their contributions and have equal opportunities to thrive. Let us work together to build a just and equitable world for all, where everyone, regardless of ability, has the chance to live a life filled with dignity, opportunity, and hope.